I'm standing here with Devin from New Hampshire, who used to be Devin from...
Colorado.
Okay, I didn't know that actually. Yeah. But you moved to New Hampshire as one of the members of the Free State Project. Mm-hmm. And what was it? What was the trigger that made you move here for more freedom?
Well, a couple things, but primarily employment-wise. So I was looking at various opportunities, and I found an interesting opportunity. While researching that opportunity, I found out about the Free State Project as well. So it was a happy confluence of events. So I landed a new job and learned about the Free State Project all at the same time, came here, met a lot of great people, and have been enjoying myself here in New Hampshire for several years now.
What was the hardest part of moving from Colorado? Was it?
Oh gosh, the snow here is different. The skiing it's okay here. It's very icy. It's just not quite as good. And it's also more expensive than in Colorado. I love the powder and vail and the size and scope of the mountains. I just love it. Also, I do a little bit of long-range riflery, and there's just a lot more room out there. It's hard to find a 1,000-yard range out here in New Hampshire. You'd be shooting into Vermont.
But it was, I think it's still worth the move, and you must have gotten something out of it. In terms of freedom, what did you get?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's just, there's really a wonderful feeling of being together with people who really understand the concept of live free or die. There are things far worse than death. And with the Free State Project, you meet people who live it every day, who move from places, who give up comfort and cushy jobs and come here and frankly struggle. And they do it, and then they meet other people and they help them, and it's a wonderful thing to meet some of these people.
And you're an avid gun guy, so I assume that's part of your activism. What is your most important activism?
Well, I'm a political scientist and a historian as a university education. So I love concepts and theories, and I also like to put them into practice. And so I like the intellectual discussions at the Pork Fest, at the Liberty Forum, at the Live Free or Die thing. And also as a hobby, yes, I'm an NRA certified firearms instructor. I teach safety and basic marksmanship. And so I love especially teaching the old women and elderly women or senior citizens who are very nervous very often, and I teach them how to become comfortable and competent with a sidearm. And it's wonderful to see the feeling of joy on these women's face when they finally feel empowered and confident with a sidearm. So,
now, did you bring a whole family here, or did you move by yourself?
Yes, whole family, wife and children, and we're all in school and doing all of that sort of thing, and just the whole drill.
Can you think of anything else to add that's sort of been on your mind lately, related to the freedom movement in New Hampshire? What's going right, what's going wrong?
Well, I really like the fact that here in New Hampshire we have an oversized impact, I think, on the national conversation. So just because we are the first state in the nation to deal with the election, all of the big-time politicians come here, and we have much more of an opportunity to interact with them. And frankly, I just received an invitation from our Congressman Ginta to come to a breakfast or a town hall meeting or something next week. So I'm going, and I'm going to tell him that I would like to see many of the elements of the federal government reversed and return to their constitutionally limited activities, as opposed to what I see are some overreaches. So I just would like to see them follow the letter as well as the spirit of how they're supposed to be controlled.
Yeah, and this is a guy, for whatever his imperfections, he's been to multiple Free Stater events. He knows what we're about. He knows that we're there anytime he votes no for some giant spending. Yeah. He's got a little bit of backing.
Sure.
So
and it's nice, I think, for them to see that we're serious. And we keep, by showing up at their events. And I also work with a lot of police and law enforcement units here in New Hampshire as well as nationwide. And I think it's really neat to meet a lot of those honorable people and just to help remind them politely, tactfully, in a friendly way, that really we the people are the sovereigns and that they're supposed to be helping us. And it's really neat. I mean, a lot of good guys that way, as well as in the military, and the arguments and the discussions that we have in the Free State Project just help hone and practice that discussion, and so that when I have it with my law enforcement buddies or my military buddies, they're starting to really resonate and it's nice to see that a lot of them are serious and they take their responsibilities to us seriously. And so I like working together with them as well.
All right, Devin. Well, welcome home.
Thank you very much. Live free or die. Here in New Hampshire.
LFOD.